into the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Lance now on first down.
Flush to his right.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing his Lance on third down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On play action, Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Being chased out left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
2nd down and goal. Lance, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerry Jeudy from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jackson on first down, rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for Seattle.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Kamara.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Again, Kamara.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance forced out to his left. That's caught left side by Judy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance. And Kittle catching the slant.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Lance.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Lance going to sneak it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown, 49ers!
J.K. Dobbins.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They're able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
And he'll just get rid of it. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
A big play there just before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Jackson.
Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Michael O.J. Mudia
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Seattle. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Kamara trying again. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Jackson. Steps away. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Seahawks 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And Lance now to throw.
Being chased out left.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Buying time to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. To try again after the sack, Lance.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Lance looking to throw it.
Forced out to his left.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Dobbins.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Dobbins once more.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bounce in there.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here's Lance. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Dobbins. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now Jackson on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On second down, Kamara.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what a catch by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Dance, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, it's complete. And a athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Now Dobbins again on second down.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Lance going to throw.
He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing is Jackson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson.
A quick slant to Hill.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Jackson now steps away. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson. And, CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Now Hill to return it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Jackson on 1st down. On the move to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
One last shot for Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl